Hey everybody, I'm Brad Polumbo, and you're watching Brad Reacts, brought to you by Fee, a series where we react to and debunk the craziest and cringiest political content that's going viral on social media. Today, we're taking a look at the interesting and dark world of modern monetary theory TikTok, a leftist economic theory that posits that you can just print unlimited money to pay for everything. Let's get into it.
5 things, real quick. Number 1, the US Fed can create money at the stroke of a keyboard. It has a monopoly over the most powerful currency in the world. Number 2, what the US government and the Fed decide to fund is an economic and political choice. It's not a fiscal limitation other than hyperinflation.
Okay, stop. Oh, no. So this dude, who apparently works in medicine but moonlights as Karl Marx, he thinks that evidently the Federal Reserve, which controls the US currency, can just print unlimited money and that the government can spend on anything, we can have free everything, and there's just gonna be no consequences.
You serious?
How do we know that this isn't true? Well, it's simple. It goes against the most basic reality in economics. Scarcity. There simply is not enough of everything in the world to satisfy everybody's wants and needs.
No way!
Every dollar the government spends, it has to take from somewhere else, directly through taxes, indirectly through debt, or, as he's recommending, indirectly through inflation that it creates by printing money. There is no government spending without consequences, or unlimited bank of resources the government can only tap into.
Number 5, pushing the narrative that the US deficit needs to be paid by us, by our children, is a total fabrication and it's not true at all. Arguing that the US government needs to be funded and treated like a household budget is a way to manipulate voters.
You know what I think is a way to manipulate voters? Promising them they can have anything they want, their heart's desires, with no trade-offs and no consequences.
Everybody gets a call!
Now, he sort of has a point that the deficit doesn't have to literally be paid off by future generations. However, the costs and consequences of it will be borne by us all. We have to pay more and more, soon to be trillions of dollars every year, just to cover the interest payments. What's more, the debt hangs over our economy, slowing down economic growth, reducing personal income, and hurting us in too many ways to count. So we might not literally have to pay it off, but we absolutely have to pay the price for the reckless spending that people like this are advocating for.
What if the government has spent too much money?
What do you mean, too much money?
We've spent more than we can pay back.
That's not how it works. We don't have to pay that money back.
What?
When you and I spend money we don't have, we have to pay it back. We take on debt. But the government creates the money.
What?
Think about a scorekeeper at a basketball game. They don't have to go around with a bucket and collect points from all of the players in order to put them on the scoreboard. They just conjure them into existence. Similarly, the federal government creates dollars when they need to spend them.
So they've been lying to us. Yeah. So we can have nice things?
We can have nice things.
Thanks, MMT Cowboy.
So I've got bad news for MMT Cowboy, or I guess I should say Cowgirl. The US can conjure dollars out of existence, but it can't conjure up resources, which is what dollars ultimately represent. If you just print money like crazy to pay for all your massive big government schemes, guess what will happen? All the other dollars in circulation will become less valuable as a result, and we'll see the kind of inflation that's ravaging our economy right now and hurting American families.
$20 right there.
I know this MMT Cowgirl thinks it's a great idea, but we are literally living through a natural experiment in why modern monetary theory, just printing money to pay for everything, doesn't work. I'm not buying it, Cowgirl.
Yeah, a basic starting point for modern monetary theory is that a government that issues its own currency, that has its own central bank, so it controls monetary policy, setting of interest rates, and doesn't sell any debt in a foreign currency, it can never go broke. The idea that it can never run out of money, I mean, you know, we've seen these dramatic statements. The US president a few years ago said the US is running out of money. In my country, the budget's just coming up and the Treasurer is saying we have run out of money. Well, that's impossible. A government of that persuasion, with those characteristics, can never run out of money.
So listening to this fancy MMT economist, I feel like I just lost brain cells. He would have us believe that the government is basically Santa Claus and can conjure up all the nice things we want out of thin air just because it controls its own currency. But once again, I'm here to remind you that if you just print dollars, money printer go burr burr burr, if you just do that to pay for everything your heart desires, the dollars out there become less valuable. So even if you control your currency, even if you can print money, you cannot create resources. The truth is, these people know that Americans do not want to pay trillions of dollars of new taxes for their massive government spending programs. They know that if they acknowledge the consequences and trade-offs of what they're proposing, nobody will buy it. So they're spinning us a lie. They're spinning us a myth that we can have everything and we don't have to pay for it. If it sounds too good to be true, that's because it is. Alright everybody, this has been about as much modern monetary theory as I can handle in one sitting without getting a little bit nauseous. This has been Brad Reacts, brought to you by the Foundation for Economic Education, fee.org. And if you like this video, consider subscribing or even turning on bell notifications. Leave a like, hit that comment button, and I'll see you all next time on Brad Reacts.